Hey guys, Happy New Year to you. I just figured I would check in and try to post a video. As you know, we do a weekly arrangement and we kind of just try to feature our favorite things that we're seeing in the market each week. But I thought it'd be fun if, since you see those images online all the time, if I just went ahead and threw one together for you here on video as best as we can. Obviously, I've already kind of greened out the vase. I'm working in a cube today, and I just did like a simple X grid of tape across the mouth of the vase and then just loaded it with the foliage. Of course, all the greenery is pretty predominant as far as building your mechanics, which works really well for us with that extra support of the tape. There's a good seasonal mixture of foliage here, some eucalyptus, some salal, of course Giagonis, one of our favorite, and we'll get some close-ups of this later and of course post the pictures as per usual, but thought it'd be fun for you to see kind of how the weekly takes shape. We really just get everything in and then go from there. We don't really set a recipe or determine anything, and then we price it out and structure it following the design. That way it's the best that it can be with no restrictions, and then we find a way to help you afford it. Kind of how we do. So everything's greened up, ready to go. Got a whole slew of stuff back here, of course, and we'll get some pretty strong pops of color. This stock is fantastic. It's fuchsia. Trying to like beat the winter blues, using some really deep tones here. And clustering these, I think, is going to be pretty interesting, so that as you turn the vessel, you get a different impression from each. And then a softer pink as well. Still stock, same flower. Lots of fragrance comes from this guy. It does, unfortunately, kind of murk up your water a little bit. So you'll want to change the water for this week's design. Probably every 2 days would be sufficient. So that gives a nice pop on either side. And then I got a few of these beautiful mojito green hydrangeas, which I really love their style. They're very full, and they also hold up incredibly well compared to a lot of hydrangeas. And this saturated green tone is always good when everything outside is brown and slushy, so we dig it. A couple clusters of these here again on the opposite side, so you can kind of see where we're going here. Big, strong, bold pops of color. That's all the texture from the foliage, and then integrating some of these kind of anchor flowers to hold them into place. We also are enormously in love with Lisianthus. As you probably noticed, we use it in everything. It's a bit pricey, but it is beautiful. Check it out, right? Love. So we'll use these just to kind of create some escaping elements. That way the bouquet has lots of energy and kind of life emitting from it instead of just being bold pops of color. We like this little touch of whimsy to happen. And we're really just going for it. You know, there's no rules in how this takes shape. We just let the cuts be the cuts. And then the shape of the design kind of evolves. And once you see some symmetry starting to take shape, you decide where that needs to balance. And right here, I'm feeling a need. And we've got good old tricks. These really help to support and lift some of the flowers. So when you're seeing the look become a bit weighted to one side or the other, these can really help pull up a good strong punch there and lift everything. So as you can see, all of this stuff is really starting to blend really well. Deep tones, bright contrast, big mess on the floor. And we got some lovely, lovely deep, deep callas here. Those colors are incredible, nearly black. And again, I'm going to stick kind of with that clustering vibe here with some of these focals. Get all of these to the same length. Let those just kind of set there. And this rose here has an amazing, amazing fragrance. It's called Moody Blues, one of our favorites here at the shop. If you come by and visit this week, you will you'll have a chance to smell the aroma just totally fill the room with just these few stems that we've got. And these, unlike clustering, are going to go throughout the arrangement. That way they're kind of blending all of these existing elements into place. Great, so now we're pretty full up. We've got a nice blend of flowers taking shape. Bold contrasts, a nice palette coming throughout. Some good escaping elements still showing. Give it a nice little whirl. Make sure the collar's even. Looking good. And then, just because we can, we got these beautiful, enormous ranunculus in for the week. And these are really just gonna polish it off, seal the deal. Doesn't take a lot of these, so maybe we'll use just 3 of these. Again, throughout, so that they're appreciated on each side of the bouquet. Little contrast here between all these purples and plums. Great. And I'm still wanting to see a little bit more green, and one of our favorites as well, the Cymbidium orchid. And these we use, you've probably noticed, just on little water picks, because taking just the blooms off the larger stem obviously doesn't reach the water source in the vessels. So we do use a couple stem caps, which I didn't prepare. These are really just little vials full of water with a little pick on the end that inserts pretty easily into the design. So we'll do just a couple of these and nestle them in. Again, just for a contemporary touch, of course. This is kind of appearing a bit gathered, which is cool. But we like to blend as much as we can as far as style and preferences go. Get these little guys in here. And balance these around, obviously. And so there you have it. That is our weekly bouquet. I know it's kind of hard to see from here, but we'll of course post some really good pictures of it. You'll see it on the website as well, but it's pretty much how it happens. Thanks, guys.